Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2024 Toyota BZ4X two-wheel drive. So let's check it out. So before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Brian Hilton Toyota, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you are after a BZ4X or any of the Toyota range, go and see them and let them know that Alex from AG Automotive sent you, and they will look after you. And if you are interested in these sort of videos, please consider subscribing. So at the front here, got the Toyota badge. You've got this interesting looking grille. Now obviously being electric, it doesn't really need to be like cooled from the air coming through it. You do have a small grille at the bottom there, your parking sensors there. You do get LED daytime running lights and headlights there as well. It's sort of an interesting looking front end. But what are your thoughts on the BZ4X? Have you got one of these? Have you got one on order? Have you got the top spec model? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the BZ4X are 20-inch wheels, and they're silver and piano black and grey, and I think they sort of suit the vehicle really, really nicely. And as you can see, you've got these sort of black and grey pieces all around the car to sort of break up the silver, which I think, you know what, it does. You've got BEV there. So I think the car sort of reminds me a bit like a rocket, I guess, or something from outer space. So at the back here, you've got the Toyota badge, you've got the BZ4X badge there. You do have your parking sensors, you can see there. And you've got really nice wraparound tail lights. It just looks unreal. All right, let's go and have a look inside. So inside the BZ4X. Now first impressions is it's like being in a spaceship in here. When I first got into this, I noticed this interesting looking steering wheel, big trim piece behind it, and leads up to in this sort of dash area here. And I think that's very, very cool there. You've got the big screen in the middle, you've got the raised up center console here, you've got this fabric seat and partial leather there, you've got the fabric on the dashboard there. I like that, and it's soft as well. So to the right of the steering wheel, you do have a few buttons there. You can open and close the boot, and you've got auto high beam. You can keep some cards a bit further down there. Steering wheel, full leather, really nice to hold actually, and you've got your audio and phone controls on the left and your cruise control on the right there. Now behind there you do have your indicator stalk on the right with auto headlights, and your wiper stalk on the left with, again, auto wipers. So on the dash, interesting looking dash, you've got your speedo, and you've got whether the battery's using power or charging it, and you've got your distance till empty. You've got on the left hand side there a few bits and pieces you can go through, like your cruise control mode. You've got what audio you're listening to, your trip computers, your tire pressure monitor. You've got a whole heap of safety features there, and your messages if your phone is connected to your car. So come over to the media center. Now this is the updated one as we've seen before. Now you do have AM, FM and digital radio stations on this. You do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You've got its own navigation. So I'll just show you that now. And as you can see, really, really smooth, and it just, yeah, very smooth to scroll in and out, and very, very nice. You've got your menu for your phone if your phone is connected up there, and you've got a whole heap of settings there as well. Further down, you've got your air conditioning controls and their dual zone climate control, again, very easy to operate. Further down from there, you do have your power button or your start button. You've got some ventilation built into the dash, and then to the right, you've got your odometer trip computer reset there. So further down, you do have your gear selector and a few buttons next to them. So you got eco mode, snow, traction control, your park brake, auto hold, and then you've got a picture of this foot on the pedal, which is pretty much a one pedal. You can drive with one pedal. And the gear selector, park is a button, push it down for neutral, down and to the right for drive, and down and to the left for reverse. So I'll just show you reverse now. And if you have a look, you can see that it's actually very, very clear reverse. I think they've done a really, really good job. So good on you, Toyota. Further back, you've got a little bit of storage there with a USB. And then further back, you do have two cup holders, and they're quite deep in there as well. Now the armrest, you know what, reasonably soft there. And if I open that up, you've got a little bit of room in there, which is pretty good. Now, with the center console so high, they do give you a bit of storage underneath. So you get two USB slots, and you also get a 12-volt plug, and there's a spot for your phone as well out of the way, which is really, really good. Now, I love the cloth trim seats and the partial leather. Now, for the Australian conditions, especially in summer, this is a must because the full leather burns your ass, I tell you. So I don't mind them actually, and it breaks up that look as well, and you've got the similar look on the dashboard there too. So and surprisingly, the BZ4X does not have a glove box, so not sure where you put your logbooks or your iPads or something, probably in the boot. All right, let's go and have a look in the back. So in the back of the BZ4X. Now first impressions is, you know what, it's reasonably roomy back here for me. Now I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and if you have a look, I've got plenty of headroom. Knee room's really good, leg room and foot room is also pretty good as well, and this seat is set up for me. Now one thing I will say is that if you can see, my legs and knees are quite high, and the back of my legs are not sitting on the seat. That's the only thing I would say a downside to being in the back and this tall. You do get two ISOFIX spots, two that side and two behind me. And the armrest, really, really nice armrest, guys. You get two cup holders and a little bit of storage in there as well, which is really, really good. So for the rear passengers, you get two USB ports, you get two vents, and you do get map pockets or iPad pockets, which is really, really good. And I love it how they've continued the cloth trim partial leather theme from the front to the back. I think that's pretty cool as well. All right, let's go and have a look in the boot. So in the boot of the BZ4X, so here we have 452 litres of boot room, which I think isn't too bad. I think some of the competition's a little bit bigger, but it's okay for this size. You got your three tether points up the front there. You can see you've got the two different types of charging cables in there as well. You do get some space either side. And if I lift up the carpet, you've got some more space underneath there. You do have a first aid kit, and you've also got your breakdown tools in there as well. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. So under the bonnet of the BZ4X, so here we have an electric engine that produces 150 kilowatts of power and 266 Newton meters of torque. And that's mated with a 71.4 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery pack connected to a 1-speed automatic driving the front wheels. Now Toyota claims the range is around about 436 kilometers of range on one charge, which isn't too bad. All right, let's go for a drive. All right, let's go for a drive in the BZ4X. I love it how it's no noise. So vision out the front is really good straight ahead and to the passenger side. Rear vision, the window's slanted a bit, so it's not too bad. You do have your parking sensors and camera to aid in that for vision there. Vision out the sides, you know what? Pretty good vision all the way. And the mirrors, you know what? They're big enough and wide enough you get a good field of vision out of them as well. Now I've just chosen a bumpier stretch of road, and the BZ4X is just soaking up the bumps really well. Even the steering is bang on. Very, very nice. And road noise. Look, I'll be honest, you do hear a little bit of tyre noise there, obviously because there's no engine there, but all in all, it's not too bad. It's sort of reasonably quiet in the cabin. So what's the acceleration like from the BZ4X? Well, let's find out. Yeah, not bad, guys. Very, very smooth power delivery. So, yeah, it gets up. It's not supercar quick, but it's quick enough. Very, very nice. And even just at rolling start speed and just giving it a bit, wow, it's got a little bit of punch from there too. So, all in all, very impressed, guys. Very nice. Alright, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks, guys.